Business with a servant's heart. Welcome to the podcast. Inspiration, motivation takes. Listen to the podcast. We're all about to talk about life. Our guests will share their life story. We want you to success in life and business. We're ready and we will start shortly. We're gonna talk about life. We're going to speak on business. You're gonna shine bright. We are going to witness business with a servant's heart. With hosts Steve, Ramon, and Ray. Inspiration, education talks. Listen to the podcast.
BrainShare Business Mentors proudly presents BrainShare.us, the ultimate business education platform, delivering the proven systems, processes, tools, and knowledge that empower you to build the business of your dreams. With 13 high-powered courses encompassing over 240 lessons accessed online on your schedule. Running a business is the hardest thing you'll ever do. We've helped thousands of business owners gain the leadership, communication, and business skills needed to build the business of their dreams. We can help you. Choose your learning path. Scuba Squad is the premier membership program for today's business leaders with access to all BrainShare material and double our money-back guarantee. BrainShare Basics, the ultimate business framework course, a hard-hitting 13-week program to lay the necessary foundation to build the business of your dreams. Or take individual courses as you need them. Every course has dozens of lessons, with video, practical exercises, precise documentation, and the opportunity for direct feedback from a BrainShare mentor. All programs have our exclusive 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked, don't wait. Choose your path and start today.
Welcome, everyone, to Doing Business with a Servant's Heart podcast. Doing business and life with a purpose, serving others, and achieving success. I'm your host, Steve Ramona. We created this show for you because we want everyone to be motivated, inspired, and educated to learn how to do business and live life to make an impact in the world. I want you to think about, while I'm talking to my awesome guest today, is how will you serve today and what impact will you create today? And I want to thank my sponsors, BrainShare.us. Build a business that works without you. Discover how to create a self-sustaining business that thrives even in your absence. You can have a business that doesn't tie you down. We'll guide you through the steps to build an enterprise that operates smoothly without your constant oversight. Visit BrainShare.us to learn how to set the foundations of a business that stands the test of time. With BrainShare Business Mentors, you can build a business that works without you. And PitchDB.com. Are you looking to speak at more speaking gigs? Are you looking to be on more podcasts? Would you like somebody in a magazine or a newspaper write an article about you? Well, PitchDB will do that. They have over 11,000 conferences you can pitch to be a speaking gig, 3 million podcasts, a ton of radio shows, TV shows, newspaper articles, and magazine articles. So go to pitchdb.com or look for the link in the show notes. So I'm excited to have my guest today. He's all the way international, but what's exciting for me is I've been a customer for over 3 years. I love what Ovi's doing with social media. Ovi, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks so much for having me here.
First question I want to ask is, what is the significance of that monkey? It's a great picture over your head. Got to know what that's about.
I guess this is something that many people did during the lockdown periods of COVID. So actually it's a paint by numbers painting done by my wife. And I think I'm the one who bought like the blank canvas because I really love the absurdity of a very colorful monkey sticking its tongue out. It's like so shocking, but also fun. And I think it also reminds us to not take ourselves too seriously, which I think is important if you want to have a good and happy life.
Oh, that's a great message, because we're all guilty of it, taking life too serious. But let's get serious. I want to talk about SocialBee. Like I said, I've used it. It's so simple to use. I've shared it with a number of people who love it. But what was the history of SocialBee and how did it start?
Actually, together with Vlad, my co-founder, and myself, we started a different startup, which was an app that brought quotes from business and personal development books. And that in trying to grow that startup, we stumbled upon some techniques, and we built some internal tooling to grow that the audience for that startup. The problem was that that particular product was more like a vitamin and not a painkiller. So people downloaded it, they used it, but then they used it for a while, they stopped using it. It was very hard to turn into a business. But people kept asking us what we were doing to grow the audience for that business. And once we heard it a few times, we said, okay, let's see if there's something here in what we built. And then when we realized that we were able to sell our first customer with an extremely rudimentary first version, which was like a hacked together version of Google Sheets and Zapier integrations and posting through Buffer and having to manually onboard each new customer. So it was definitely not a solution that would have been scalable, but we saw that it was a big enough of a pain for people to pay even for such a solution. So then we decided to just stop working on the previous product and to focus on SocialBee, which happened almost 8 years now ago, and we haven't looked back since.
Oh, you haven't, and you've really updated. We'll talk about that. You said something very interesting. The previous company was a supplement, and I might be saying it wrong. This company is a painkiller. Dive into that, because that's a great lesson for business owners and entrepreneurs to hear.
Yeah, so I think like a lot of friends of mine keep asking me also about different business ideas because they know that I like thinking about these ideas and so on. And it's always hard when you're trying to put a business idea and you try to see if it passes the Excel test. So if you put down the numbers in a Google Sheet or in an Excel, will you actually be able to, in a positive scenario, turn it into a real business? And you have to think about many of the products that we're using out there. They're vitamins, and vitamins have their spot in nutrition and in everybody's life. But whenever you have a pain, you will do whatever it takes to find that painkiller and to pay for it and to solve that pain. While with vitamins, if for example the economy goes to a bad time, vitamins are the ones that are the first or among the first to go from your expenses. So it's much harder to build a business if it is just a nice to have, not a must have.
Yeah, I like that, because my family started health clubs in 1980, probably before you were born. It makes me old, but that's okay. I love being old. We had the same problem, is what's the first thing to go or last bill to pay was your health club, because it wasn't as important. It wasn't, even though I believe it's a need for everybody, it wasn't a need for everybody. So guess what? Their pocketbook doesn't open up. So then you go 5,000 members, 3,000, you get this up and down. That's not a sustainable business. And I love what you just said. It's a great quote. So let's get into painkiller. What is SocialBee's pain-killing skill?
Yeah, so SocialBee helps you save a lot of time and get better results from your social media efforts. And we do this through our combination of our tool that offers evergreen content repurposing, which is also category-based, which will save you a lot of time. It has a lot of integration with third-party tools, and more recently, we integrated quite heavily, and we're working on even more integrations with AI, so we can help you generate those posts, not only text, but also images, and hopefully soon videos as well. And we save you a lot of time through the tool where you use it yourself, but then we also have our sister brand, which is conciergebee.com, where it's a team of actual human beings who can also create social media posts and blog posts and so on for you to help you save even more time. So you can then focus on the core business of what your business is and what you have to be doing yourself.
I like that. It gives people two opportunities. If I could do it myself, which I do, it's great. Or, hey, I've got a team here that's an expert at that. You said a word that I love because it's a big podcasting word, is evergreen. I'm sure people out there going, what's evergreen? Because I present that when I talk to people. Explain what evergreen means.
So evergreen content just refers to a piece of content. It can be a social media post, a blog post, a part of a clip, or even a whole podcast, like hopefully this one will be. It's a content which is as relevant today as it will be a few months or even years from now. So it provides value to somebody, even if they read it 1 or 2 or 5 years later. So that means that you can share it and reshare it with your audience multiple times. Because people, like whenever you're thinking of your own social media profiles, you know everything that goes on there. Most of the time you create the content and you share it. So you might think, oh, I shouldn't share something that I shared a few months or even years before because my audience saw it before. But your audience doesn't care about you as much as you care about you. Nobody cares about you as much as you care about you. And for sure, first of all, even if they would see all of your content, they won't remember it. And some content, especially if it's good, is good to be seen multiple times, because repetition just makes it stickier and you can learn those lessons more. But let's also be honest, most of your content is not seen by most of your audience, because this is just how the social network works. They don't share all of your content to all of your audience, at least not if you don't pay for that. So because of that, reusing your content, having a longer piece of content like this podcast will be, and have it split into multiple short form clips and sharing them multiple times. That's a very easy way for somebody to get more leverage out of the same existing piece of content.
And Ovi, I got to give you a shout out, you and your team. I learned that about, hey, posting your content. You had sent something, and maybe it was a newsletter you do, some communication. You said, hey, don't be afraid to show the content multiple times a year or maybe even a month. I started doing that, and you're absolutely right. My impressions and everything went up. It wasn't like people like, hey, I saw that already. Why you post? None of that. And they may be thinking that it doesn't matter. So I appreciate you saying that, because Evergreen's just like a podcast. This podcast will sit on the platform as long as it's there and the internet's there. So can you tell me the challenges that you see from people using social media and what they're doing wrong with those challenges?
Sure. So I think the number one problem is that people are not consistent in their social media efforts. And usually it's like, probably because you mentioned like health and fitness, it's like going to the gym on the 1st of January. The gyms are full, they're packed, but then 1 month later, you will see that most of the people there are gone. And actually what works best is to be consistent in whatever you do. So this is also where a schedule like ours can really help you, because you can still be doing, you can still be batching your work, where you take maybe one day or half a day per month to set up the content for the upcoming month or for even a longer period of time. But that consistency will make sure that, first of all, the networks and their algorithm understands that you are consistently showing up, and then they will prioritize that content towards your audience. And your audience will also be expecting that from you. They will maybe engage more with your content and so on. And the second problem that we're seeing is many customers or many users of social media don't know what they should be sharing on social media. And the nice part nowadays is that you have ChatGPT just to ask it for suggestions based on your very, 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 very specific needs, your industry, your geography, your target audience. And you can do that for free with ChatGPT. We actually also created a functionality within SocialBee, which we call SocialBee Copilot, where we are asking you, I think, about 7 or 8 questions, and they are related to your audience, who you are, what products or services you're selling, and so on. And we can come up with the exact social media strategy for you. And we say, okay, these are the social networks that you should be focusing on, because not all networks work for all audiences. This is the type of content, like the content categories that you should be created content into them. And then even we go even one step further, and we create social media posts for you to have specific content for those specific categories. Now, in some case, for example, it's just going to be a suggestion. So we're going to make suggestions for you to create like a behind the scenes type of content, for example. It's up to you to create that. But if you're using AI, either if you use just ChatGPT for free or you are using SocialBee, you can really come up with dozens and dozens of ideas of what you should be sharing on your social profiles.
Biggest thing in social media I see and hear, and my problem that you solved for me was time. And the scheduler has been the game changer for me. Because I walk up and go, oh, hey, you like the, I forgot I put it in there, but I had scheduled it 2 weeks before, and then it can be consistently put up. Post today could be up every 3 months or every 6 weeks, and it just automatically does it. And then you can change it and control if it goes out. I don't want to get into it because that's but I love that part of it, because it probably saves me 3 or 4 hours a week easily because I do it myself. Let's talk
I'm
AI.
always I'm
Go
always
ahead.
happy to see when we're saving time because time saving can mean two things. You have more time for your business or you have more time for your personal life. And I love both of these, and it's up for everybody to decide what they will do with that time. But I really love saving time for our customers.
I love that you said that because it's true. It's personal and professional, which we both need, which we all need more time of. I want to talk AI because I love the feature that you put in with AI. Talk more about that, how it's going to save people time and be the painkiller for them.
Mhm. So we actually have, I would say, a couple major features that are already live, and we're working on quite a few more as well. So the number one is just our AI post generator. And here, actually, what we did is that we created a list of over 1,000 prompts that we split into multiple categories. And these categories can be based on the type of business that you're in or the type of social network that you're trying to post on, and so on. So it's very easy for you to just go into this post editor, select a category, and then within that category, you will see dozens and dozens of prompts that are specific to that category. There are still some placeholders for you to fill in to input the specifics of your business or your product or your service, or the specific of what that social post should be for. And then you just hit a button and we can generate multiple variations of the same post. So you can actually share the same thing multiple times, but each time will go out with a different variations. And this is happening both for the caption, so the text, but also for the image part. Now, of course, on the image part, the AI is really good on generating some type of images, but not so good on generating some others. But the technology here is advancing so quickly, and we will always try to be at the forefront of this technology. So we try to make sure that the posts that we generate for you are quite powerful. This is one. And then the other one is the one that I mentioned, which is our co-pilot, where we are actually creating a full social media strategy for you.
So I love that you're using AI to save time again. We're going back to time. And that's the big part of this new feature, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Tell me, in 8 years, I'm sure you have tons of stories, but you have a story on the top of your head of a client that you had that started using SocialBee and what their ROI, what their benefits were from it?
So I can actually remember our very first customer. His name is Zachary. He was putting out back in the day a newsletter that was called Elon Musk News. And this was like before, I mean, Elon Musk was a big name back then as well, but not as big as he is today. Probably also not as controversial as a name it is today. But he was basically using our platform to share lots of articles about Elon Musk, but also to monetize those social media profiles and that audience that he was building. Because besides sharing the news about Elon Musk, which was the core of what he did, he also created some merchandising products around Tesla and SpaceX and Elon Musk and so on. And the nice part about SocialBee is that you can have different content categories, like these different types of content buckets, and then to share content from those categories. And one of his categories was a category that he was using to promote these promotional materials that he was creating, like hoodies and t-shirts and mugs and so on. And he was sharing the news, which people were interested in, but from time to time, he was also sharing his products, and people went ahead to buy some of those products. And even more so, one thing which I really like about this is that he managed to grow that email list quite nicely. And he at one point, he sold that business to somebody that was even more in the newsletter space. So he managed from social media, and with the help of SocialBee, but of course we were just like a small enabler there for his work. He managed to build up a business and to actually sell it as well.
Well, give yourself a little more credit, because if you didn't have SocialBee and then use social media, that's a great partnership. And you're so humble, and I appreciate that. That's a great story, because that's the other question I have that I thought of. When should somebody sell their product on social media?
I think, especially nowadays, like we're even more accustomed to all of these influencers trying to also sell products and so on. But it's also for you as a person or as a business. We should remember that when you think about social media in business terms, you're not there to just scroll through cat memes and to watch funny videos, but you're running a business, or you're trying to build a business, personal brand, and so on. So you can definitely sell on social media, but what's important is what Gary Vaynerchuk calls jab, 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 right hook. So for you to be giving lots of these smaller jabs, which are just like value bombs, just valuable posts, and from time to time, because you build out that value and that trust with your audience, you are, let's say, allowed to send out the right hook, to ask for a sell for whatever you're trying to sell. Because especially if you did it right, the audience that you're targeting is an audience that has a need for what you're trying to sell them. So you would actually be making them a disfavor, like you would not be helping them if you don't help them with your product or service, because I mean, assuming that your product and service is something that is good and valuable, which I'm sure it is for the people who are at least tuning into a podcast like this to learn about marketing and business and so on. So you definitely want to sell what you're offering, because you will be making the lives of your customers better by doing so.
The Gary Vee quote's great, because that's what he said. So it sounded like 75% of your posts are content value. That 25%, that 1 out of 4 is, hey, here's my widget, here's my server product, here's what I do for you, and then you sell it. So you're kind of sprinkling it in. You're not vomiting on people. You're, hey, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. Okay, this is great. Exactly. One other feature I really love that you've integrated Canva right on the post. Talk about how that came about and the power of that.
Yeah, so of course, the visual part of social media is like taking over more and more, even though like there are still like networks where they're now trying to go back to text only or mostly text. But the visual part is a key aspect to the social media part. And we were thinking about building our own small editor, but there's no way you can compete nowadays with a product like Canva, which is so well built, and they're also like bringing new features all the time and improving it all the time. And we knew that a lot of our customers are also using Canva. So basically, we were able to just integrate a Canva button into SocialBee. So in the post editor, you just hit a Canva button, and then it opens up basically like a modal where if you're already logged into your Canva, you can see everything that you have in your Canva account. You can even like just use Canva as you would normally. And then once you're done, you hit the button and that image gets transferred to SocialBee, and you can just very quickly and easily add that image or multiple images to your social posts.
Podcast is all about time, because you just saved me time to go to my account. If I'm not logged in, go there, come back, go there. You take me there, then and it brings that image that I built on Canva right back to SocialBee. So I don't. This is a podcast how a business owner saves you time. I love this because it's powerful. We all know, and people listening are going, yeah, I want to save time. And that's what the selling point that I share with people. And I'll put my affiliate link in there. Be honest that I work with Ovi and want to share this. And anybody reach out, I can answer any questions. He's got a great team too. What's the future of SocialBee? What is your goal?
It's so funny. We actually have a public roadmap, but we also have like an internal roadmap, and our internal roadmap is like so much bigger than the public one. And of course, on the public one, we're just putting like bigger tasks and higher level features that we're thinking about. And on the internal one, it's more granular. But even though we are releasing quite a lot of features and fixes and improvements on a monthly basis, our internal roadmap just keeps growing. So we keep having more and more ideas. So what we want to do is, for sure, is to double down on AI. We see that AI is a big part of our life, and it will only get bigger and bigger. It's here to stay. And it's basically, you don't have to think about AI. You just have to think of a better way to do your work. This happened through technology for decades and decades now. So we just want to make sure that we enable our customers to use the latest technology, and that's AI nowadays. So we have quite a bit of functionality around that part. But we also have a module which is SocialBee Engage, where we're helping you respond from one unified inbox to all of your DMs and comments and retweets and so on. And we want to make sure that we integrate all of the major networks for the Engage part as well. Most of them are already integrated, but we're still working on a few. And then we always are trying to see how we can improve the UX and the usability of our platform. How can we make it more simpler while we are making it more powerful? And this is what we will always be trying to do. And we're also thinking in the future to help out our international customers even more. Even though English is, of course, like the main language spoken in the business world, there are pockets in the world where they really prefer the tools to be in their own native languages. So we're looking into that as well.
A lot going on. You're a busy guy.
For sure.
And I think you enjoy it. I can tell by how you're talking, you enjoy being busy because you're helping people. And I love tech companies. They're always evolving because tech changes so much, the company has to change with it. And I love that you're doing that. Any final words for the audience?
Yeah, I think also one thing that also when I'm thinking about the name of your podcast comes into mind is that even though we are a technology company and we're trying to make things as simple as possible for our audience, for our customers to be able to just use our tools on our own, and also especially with AI coming on board, I think we also decided to double down even more on the customer support part of things, on the human side of things, because many times you do have customers have questions. They want to be handheld through learning a new tool or to learning even a new skill. So as much as possible, we are trying to be very quick to respond, but also to offer like one-on-one calls and small group calls to walk the customers through any questions that they might have. And I think especially in the coming months and years when AI will take an even bigger part of our life, we have to remember that it's still at the end of the day humans doing business with humans. So we try to be as helpful and also as human as possible as we keep integrating more and more AI also into our products.
And that's why, audience, I had Ovi on. It's people are like, oh, you're bringing a tech company on, but tech companies can have a servant heart too. And you can tell through the whole show, saving time. He cares about the customers, bringing features. A lot of these features I never paid for. It was the same price. I opened my SocialBee up and here was a new feature. That I love. I've been in tech. I built my first computer in '79, so I'm an old guy, and I'm proud to say that. So I've been in tech for a while, not to the point that Ovi is, but I've always followed it. This is why I love SocialBee, because there's choices out there. There might be some better ones, and that's great. But if SocialBee is something you want to be, go to socialbee.com. There's a chat feature there. Ovi, I want to thank you for being on. This has been fantastic.
Thank you, Ted. This was great for me as well.
And I want to thank the monkey. Thank you for being there and making me smile the whole time. Don't forget about my TV show, Together We Serve, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. It's a live show on Roku and Apple TV and all those streaming services. Also, too, this has been such a great show. Ovi gave you so many tips on social media. Use the forward and reverse buttons to go back to a point where you saw or heard something that you really wanted to learn more about. We'd love for you to watch or listen to the whole show, but if we give you 5 minutes or 6 minutes of great content, me and Ovi will be happy. We've helped you. That's what a servant heart does. So please do that. And don't forget about our podcast swag, or doing business with a servant's heart, hoodies, hats, t-shirts. The link will be in the show notes as well as the link to sign up for SocialBee or ask any questions. And once again, thank you all for being and seeing and listening to Doing Business with a Servant's Heart. We'll see you in the next episode.